It took forever. And when it finally came out, it just fucking, my ear's gone. I literally got that much. Like, that's just, I don't know, man. That's pretty crazy to me. Like, what? I don't know. That's crazy. Back to it. Okay, I finally got it on. What I had to do was not do this first, get the 2 back bolts on, and then figure this out. I did drop the coilovers just because I think it was too low with the angle that this arm was at. I just couldn't get to it correctly. So now what I'm gonna do is put back on the coilovers. I already tightened down all of this. It's to pretty much the closest, or like the smallest that I could get, which means like the most camber. Yeah, and then the other side will basically be matched. I mean, it might be off by like a degree or 2, but yeah. Okay, from the looks of it, we achieved almost nothing. Maybe like a degree or 2. But I think, well, not I think, but I mostly did it for clearance. Okay, now I'm gonna be removing the Yokubo sticker for reasons that I'll show soon. I'm gonna keep this one though, because I feel like it's kind of discreet with the white fur. But okay, so I do partially like the way it looks. I think after the swing is painted, and after some of the stuff comes up, or you know, after some of the stuff is on, I think it'll look perfect. I'm pretty much done for now. I'm gonna come back here in about like 3 weeks or so. I think I'm gonna throw on a couple more things, and then I'm just gonna get it back into the spot where it was before, for me to come back in 3 weeks and then finally get it running and drivable. Okay, now for the finishing touch. I'm gonna add something right here. Okay, it was way too long of a process to just, you know, line it up, but finally got it lined up. So now the goal is just to have 0 air bubbles. Last time I did a banner, or I did his banner actually, there was, it was my first time putting on a banner ever, or honestly any sticker, so I definitely messed it up the first time I did it. So now is my chance to make this shit perfect. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so if you don't know how to install a banner, you just make it level, you make it even, and then after that, you put some tape on it to make sure. I don't like putting tape on the side that I'm gonna start with. I put tape in the middle to make it center, and then I put a tape on the side to make it level. So after that, you just take it and then like you just work your way down, and then that way you don't have any air bubbles, because when you have air bubbles is when you lay it flat without like stretching it or anything like that. At least that's what I found. So I'm just peeling this back more and more, but it's kind of getting harder to peel it back. I don't have a razor blade, otherwise I would have taken the razor blade and cleaned off the windshield completely, because that's another like defect with putting on banners, is there can be dirt on it or on your windshield, or like just grime that doesn't come off. You can clay bar it off, or you can use a razor blade. But using a razor blade, you know, if you know what you're doing, as long as you keep it at like a little bit less than a 45-degree angle, you know, so not flat but close to it, with some pressure and whatnot, you won't mess anything up. If you have tint on the inside of the windows, I've learned, you know, honestly it's just best not to use the razor blade, because cheap tint, and you won't find out if it's cheap until, you know, you take a razor blade to it, with a razor blade it will completely just tear it up. It doesn't really matter the angle that you're using it at, it just tears it up. That's something that I've learned, because I'm a detailer at Toyota, and yeah, I've messed up a couple of times. All right, so now I'm just gonna completely take this off and hold it up while I go. I think if like you really, I don't know, I think it's just best to take your time with stuff like this. Because like it's gonna be on your car for a while, you better do a good job, you know. Also another thing with banners or stickers, if you didn't know, it's best to put it on as soon as you can. Try and put it on not in winter time, or basically just like, you know, when it's hot outside, that's when the best time is to put it on. That way it actually sticks. But yeah, if you keep a banner for too long, or if you keep any sticker for too long, that adhesion kind of goes away. So it's best to just put it on as soon as you can. I got this like a week ago or something like that, and it's perfect. But in the past I've made the mistake, like I'll order stickers and then or people will send me stickers and like I'll just never put them on because I just don't find the time. And then when I find the time, it just doesn't even work. So it's a waste of my money and it's a waste of their money, you know. So try and put them on, or order stickers. And then when you do order them, put them on as soon as you can. All right, so now I'm just making sure that this is fully down. And then you just peel away the top part. You want to be careful, you don't want it to lift up. I forget the best way to do it. I think just pulling it straight back at flat angle. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the best way, because if you pull up, then it can mess some things up. It can pull up the sticker and then stretch it, and then when you lay it back down, you're gonna have air bubbles. Good. There we go. Honestly, that looks a lot better than I thought. And this is not just white. It looks white on daytime, but you'll see. So now I'm just gonna go through it. I think it's best to use like the back side of this, the side that isn't sticky. So side that isn't sticky. Lay it down, and then this is how you get your imperfections out, or just lay it down perfectly, you know. You really want to get the edges good, because sometimes they'll pick up and then dirt will get in there and then they'll just fall off, and yeah. This car's going to be sitting for a while. It's probably gonna be sitting for the next couple of years. So we'll see what happens to it. I think it'll last. This is pretty high quality vinyl. He doesn't really cheap out. What was that? Okay. It's hard to tell because of the lighting, but it is actually reflective. And like, this is some good vinyl, reflective vinyl, because look at that.